weekend, Fall Stars weekend, for Hall of Fame trainer Todd Pletcher.
Tommy Joe, trained by Todd Pletcher.
Ted Noffey to win the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. Final score has taken the Castle and Key Bourbon.
So yeah, Tommy Joe win the Darley Alcibiades yesterday. Winning you're in for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile filly. She had already won the spin-away, undefeated, goes to the Breeders' Cup. I know it was via DQ, but what did you make of that performance?
She undoubtedly got bumped off stride in mid-stretch. It looked like it was going to be a very close horse race at that point, and she lost all momentum and kind of got back on her left lead. And so, I don't think we saw her at her best yesterday. We're expecting a better performance from her next time. And, she still was able to get credit for the win, but I do think she's a little more talented than she showed yesterday.
By Into Mischief out of Mother, who ran pretty well at Del Mar. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's always good to know that you got a little pedigree support.
Let's talk about another horse's pedigree who's pretty lit. Talking about Ted Noffey, named for Ned Toffey of Spendthrift Farm, a son of Into Mischief they actually bought, and out of an old-fashioned mare. Wow, was that a scintillating performance there in the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity, staying undefeated after that dominant win in the Hopeful.
Yeah, it was the perfect two-turn experience that we were hoping to get under his belt before the Breeders' Cup. I thought he did it super professionally. Got to the first turn in great position, got into good cruising speed down the backside, and just kind of waiting on Johnny to give him the cue, and responded the way we hoped he would.
I got to petty geek out on this, but one of the things I really appreciate about Ted Noffey's pedigree is that he is tail male to Stormbird, right, who was a champion 2-year-old across the pond, but then he's tail female in the same 5th generation to Oceana, Stormbird's full sister, and another full sibling, of course, Northern Net, who was a champion 2-year-old and a champion 3-year-old in Canada. So you kind of have to love that dynamic.
Yeah, there's a lot of Stormcat influence in there, and with Into Mischief being the son of Harlan's Holiday, and what's great about them is they have that tenacity that I remember when I worked for Wayne, the Stormcat, they were so competitive, and it seems like they passed that trait along.
And how meaningful is it to you to be on this ride with Ted Noffey for Ned Toffey?
It's been a lot of fun. I think it's generated a lot of excitement around Spendthrift, and it's been well received, and it's kind of clever and adds a little more fun to it.
You're known as the Todd father for the stallions that continue on the legacy. Is there added pressure because of the name?
Look, I think when you have a horse like this, it's now the Grade 1 Hopeful winner, Grade 1 Breeders' Futurity winner, and son of a stallion that they stand, and sort of the legacy of Spendthrift really evolves around Into Mischief. And so it's cool to contribute, and just happy to be part of the team, and appreciative of the opportunities to train horses like these.
And I got to ask about a horse who was a future star, proved to be a dominant star. Talking about Fierceness, who won the juvenile back in 2023 and was champion 2-year-old colt. He is what our program is all about. These horses that we're showcasing to be the headliners of tomorrow. And he's really lived up to that. Last year, Del Mar, we had obscene fractions, and he still hung on to show his quality. Now, coming back off that Pacific Classic win, going into the Breeders' Cup, I know he's not your only horse going for the Classic, but what do you make of how he's training up to the big dance?
He seems to have come out of the Pacific Classic better than ever, and he handled the ship great. He obviously likes Del Mar, which is huge. Yeah, we're super excited about the way he's doing, and looking forward to getting him ready for the Classic, and hopefully can do one better than last year.
Gotta love the Todd squad. So congratulations on all the win in your ins, and we look forward to the Breeders' Cup at Del Mar.
Thank you.